folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave and you're watching part 2 of Slash, the collection, the Gibson Publishing coffee table book. Going through it page by page. If you didn't see the first video, make sure to go back, watch that first, and we'll take off from where we left off in that one. As you can see, we're starting off with some double necks, but make sure you hit that little subscribe button and the like button as we go here, because some very cool guitars in this book, and I also want to make sure you don't miss an episode. We do a 3-Chord Dave live stream every Saturday at 10 p.m. Irish time, so make sure you have your notifications turned on so you never miss it. We talk for about 2 hours about guitars and things. Get involved, meet some cool guitar folks, and yeah, it's always a lot of fun, so make sure you are a part of it this Saturday. Come and say hi to all the people. Here's his 1275 reissue from a couple of years ago. Very nice guitar indeed. I really prefer the cherry for this guitar, much like an SG, and there you go. That's the one I think of. I think this is a beautiful one. It does make me think of Jimmy Page rather than Slash, and yeah, I mean, he's got a couple of these. As you can see on the next page, there's another one. It's green and gold. I like that combination of colors. I have a Telecaster in those colors, and it's beautiful. Yeah, it's nice, but I still, if it's going for an EDS 1275, would go with this, the cherry. It's just a better color for that guitar. It just fits that guitar better, like, you know, like fits like a glove, I suppose. Here's a Crossroads from Guild. He plays like a Crossroads on nearly every live show, and this is another one that he's got in his collection in the Sunburst. Very beautiful. We're going to see a couple of these over the next few pages. Here's the cherry, and of course the famous green one. I think every time I've seen Slash play live, which is a few times now, he's played the green one. Maybe that's because he's in Ireland when I see him live, but it's always the green one, man. Some rich bitch double necks. Now, these are kind of interesting. They look like, you know, Satan designed a guitar, and and that'll put a lot of people off. But I think they're kind of interesting. I absolutely could not pull off one of those. First of all, I have no clue what all those switches do. I have no clue whatsoever, and also I don't understand how you can play a 10-string guitar. So that's a whole other thing. But we're going to have a look at some Slash unplugged, which basically means acoustic guitars, of course. Some beautiful acoustic guitars in his collection. Not that I'm jealous or nothing, but you know, some very cool things. We also will get a peek as to what could have been his signature edition acoustic guitars. This one couldn't have been. It's a 1940 Gibson J35. I mean, it's just in beautiful condition. It's so nice, like as is this 1959 country western from Gibson. Beautiful guitar. Again, it's in such great condition, you know, and based off his love of the Rolling Stones, that's why he picked this one up. This one coming up here, really nice, 1963 J45. Look at the condition of that guitar for a 1963. And hey, an Epiphone. You don't see many of those in this book, which we'll get into in a minute. 1985 J200 Celebrity. That's a beautiful guitar with the stinger on the back, and that's a Chet Atkins there on the other page, which is that's way out there for Gibson. An LOO, which will come into play a little bit later when we talk about some of the signature models as well. Some very cool acoustics, and here's the thing, I think a lot of people wouldn't have expected so many acoustic guitars to be in this book, but here we are. Slash has a lot and plays a lot of acoustics. This is the Joy Tree guitar. This was made from a guitar that was like, I don't know, 10 billion years old or something, like a really old tree. They just cut it down and made guitars out of it, because why not? It's the best thing to do with wood. So yeah, these guitars are really rare and expensive. They made an electric guitar that sold for like £1 million out of that one. This is a Snakewood guitar, also Joy. And yeah, it looks like something out of a horror movie. That's all I'm saying. Frolini Angelina 12-string guitar. A lot of 12-string guitars in Slash's collection, I think you'll notice. Here's another one from Frolini Francesca. Beautiful. Frolini Angelina and Francesca, I should say. A beautiful set of guitars there. And the Everly Brothers guitar here, Ike Everly. What a beautiful guitar. I love the star inlays. I think those are very cool. And yeah, completely worth picking up if you ever see one of those, although I don't think they're cheap. There's a Martin D28 from 1964, and look at that checking. Unbelievable. There's a slightly more recent one. Still a little bit of play wear on this too. So look at that heel though. Look at that heel. They don't do those anymore. At least you don't see them very often. What a cool guitar that is. Another 12 string and another 12 string. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious Slash likes a 12 string. You got a Ramirez there from 1975, very cool, and then an Ovation. I love an Ovation guitar, to be honest with you. Now, thinking outside the box, and what that actually means is guitars that are not made by Gibson. Yes, you might have thought, hey, we're not going to see too many Fenders in this book, but actually quite a few. But this is a Travis Bean TB1000A. These are very, very cool. I like them a lot. We did an episode of Guitar of the Week. Guitar Wishlist about the Travis Bean guitars. This is a very cool one though, like with that maple top and everything. Very cool. You don't see them too often in that style, and it's beautiful. I love it. And yeah, so Slash has quite a few Travis Beans. I know. I think he mentioned in an interview I read once he has 6 or 7. So here we go, a 1962 Fender Bass 6. I think you might remember there was an episode of Guitar of the Week from Norm's Rare Guitars, and Slash actually bought the guitar. The next day they did a video of him like picking up the guitar from Michael Lemo and so forth. So that was pretty cool. That's in the book there now. And here's another Bass 6 that he has in Candy Apple Red. I think of all the Fender colors, Candy Apple Red is my favorite. Of all the other colors, blue is my favorite, and this is a beautiful rich bitch right here. I like that. I like it a lot. I could never carry off playing a rich bitch though, because you know this is way beyond my level. This is beautiful though. I'd like the blue over the red or the white. Is it Olympic white? It could be. Anyway guys, worthwhile just mentioning, if you want to check out these videos and others 24 hours before they hit the YouTube, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. That will give you access, and you can start with a free trial. There's a few different levels you can check out, and you get awesome stuff as well. Here's a Polarity Deluxe, very cool. Should do a video about those. They're awesome guitars. And then I like this Gretsch, this Tennessee Rose as well. Surprised that's in Slash's collection, but there you go. Not as surprising is this Explorer Baritone. I'm not a fan because it's Silverburst, but whatever. But getting back to the Patreon, yeah, it's the link's in the description below, and you'll be my best friend if you sign up today. Thanks. 1952 Fender Telecaster right here, first year production Telecaster. He probably just had to get one. Beautiful guitar in the blonde, and this is another one. From 1956 though, in blonde as well. Looks like a bit more road worn, that one. 1959 Strat, of course, why not just have a Strat, you know, that's all good. 61 Strat called the Hammer. I think this one he's been playing for a long time. And a 65 Strat. And then just imagine having all the guitars to be able to sit on top of your huge cases with your library. This is his B rig, I believe, that he takes out on the road with Guns N' Roses. And this is the AFD / Les Paul reissue that he's doing, and the artist proof signature that he's done for that. And then of course we have the sticker of the number 4 on a Les Paul to ruin it. Custom shop gold top Les Explorer. I believe it's his next signature model, so keep an eye out for that. And the Brazilian Dreams, you know they couldn't sell those, right? Big Pete is his Les Paul Standard. It's a beautiful looking ebony guitar that he's obviously beat the crap out of now. But there you go. Here's a couple of gold tops he takes out on the road in this rig, and the Firebird prototype too. I still think it's really funny that Slash has a signature Firebird. But there you go. People are always amazed by it. There you go, standard stuff, but the olive drab wrap tail Les Paul is in his rig. I think that's beautiful. I really do think that color works, and that's a 59 Gibson custom shop Les Paul reissue. That is a gorgeous guitar. And then Crossroads. Now every time, as I said, every time I've seen Slash play live, he's played this green Crossroads. It's a beautiful guitar. Not as beautiful maybe as this blue top on the BC Rich Bitch here. Very, very nice stuff going on there. Not a bad looking one on this side. And then you got, of course, the Mockingbird, which is cool. These are the acoustics that he says are based off the LOO, but they never came to market. Hopefully we'll see them though. I think they'd be really cool if they brought those out. Here's the Snake Pit Les Paul. Somebody asked in the 3-Chord Dave live at the weekend if I thought they'd reissue these. I don't think they will, but yeah, it shows that they still have a little bit of love for them by highlighting them here. A 2002 prototype signature. I don't think this ever came out. I'm not sure, but I don't think it did. And the 2007 Les Paul / AFD models were the ones that I really fell in love with first and wanted to get but couldn't afford. The 2011, I still couldn't afford it, but I'm drooling over those ones. And then the 2020 / collection Les Paul Standard you can buy those now. They're pretty cool. Yeah, a little bit of a premium over a Les Paul Standard, but still it's got that added coolness. Here's a picture of Slash playing a guitar. Woo, weird. And the Victoria Gold top from this current Slash collection. You notice there's no Epiphone Slash collection guitars in here, and I think they really missed a beat by not showing some of them, because it would kind of add some kudos to the fact, oh hey, Slash still has them in his collection, but it appears Slash does not have them in his collection, so yeah, a bit disappointing, to be honest. Here's a 1976 Norlin era Les Paul Standard. Nice to see one in Slash's collection, but what the hell went on here? A refinished 1969 SG. It looks terrible. Why did you let them do this? This is awful. 1969 ES335 and a 1976 Les Paul Custom. Again, Northern era there with that custom, and yeah, that'd be surprising. The Les Paul TV Junior, very cool. And look at the Melody Maker with the two humbuckers. That's super cool. I love it. And some very nice things in here. They didn't want to give too many details with any of these guitars I see. But here's 1965 Firebird 3. That's a cool piece to have in your collection. And now we get a few collector's editions and bits and bobs that are interesting. The first burst replica, it says here that Slash takes this out on the road, but it has a very different feel and sound to the original that they have based it on. So interesting that they kind of made a mess of it, but hey, that's Gibson for you. Slash's girlfriend bought him this guitar, just for girlfriends out there if you want to, you know. Anyway, this is the Chris Derrick AFD guitar right there. The three on the left are all three Derrick replicas, and the three on the right hand side are Max Baronet guitars. So 6 replica Gibsons or knockoffs if you want. The Floyd Rose Firebird is a very cool addition. And then he likes the 12 string. He has a 12 string Les Paul as well, which, yeah, the headstock looks weird. The guitar's beautiful though. Look at that top, that's amazing. Angus Young and Billy Gibbons artist proofs. Obviously the guys are being friends with each other. That's a pretty sweet looking Sweet Cherry age 58 Les Paul Standard. And yeah, we are getting to the end of it now. So here is another Les Paul Access Standard. The dude has too many guitars. He should send a few over this way. Slash, if you're watching, I would happily take a lot of these guitars off your hands if you want to make some room. And that's it, guys. We're getting to the end of the book. Here's Slash playing, showing off, playing behind his head. And that is a pretty cool case. They should reissue that. I want that case as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me over 2 videos where we've checked out Slash's book, The Collection. I think it's really, really cool. I'm glad that they made this book. And yeah, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. My name's 3Chord Dave. I'll be back with another guitar-related video very soon. But until then, take care.